Ayo, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua Bashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostle, all is a great millstone, rule well, and Shalom to the brothers out there doing work in sincerity and truth. Just wanted to do quick little vid, just, little update, just on, because a few interesting things happening. Got this on CNBC. Dow plunges more than 800 points in worst drop since February. Amazon and tech shares lead the rout. Said the tech sector had its worst day in 7 years, leading the Dow to its worst day in 8 months. People are getting out of the high-flying tech names right now, said Larry Benedict, CEO of Opportunities Trader. I think people are under-hedged. There could be more pain ahead. It's funny because the other day you had what's his name, man? The hell was it? Maybe Peter Schiff. No, Rand Paul? I can't remember. Let's see. Click on, what was it? Oh, Ron Paul. Yeah. Ron Paul saying, the other day, biggest bubble in history of mankind. Ron Paul says your stock market will soon plunge 50%. And I ain't saying, it's gonna drop 50% right now. I think there's still, juicy events that the elites are looking forward to before they perform the higher level manipulations, Brexit being one of them, and there's what is it called? I think midterm elections or whatever the hell they're called in the States. So there's a few more events, and it's like, the States, any kind of vote in the States, if it's looking like Trump's looking like he's still secure, people are going to get real upset. Shit can happen. But, it says the recent jump in Treasury bond yields indicates the US is barreling towards a potential recession, a market meltdown at increasingly fast pace. According to former Republican Congressman Ron Paul, we're getting awfully close. I'd be surprised if we don't have anybody agreeing with what I'm saying next year sometime, the retired politician told CNBC. Paul's remark comes as benchmark 10-year Treasury yield rallied to 7-year highs, intensifying fears of over-raising inflation. It can be pretty well validated by looking at monetary history that when you inflate the currency, distort interest rates, and live beyond your means and spend too much, there has to be an adjustment, the politician said, adding, we have the biggest bubble in the history of mankind. The biggest bubble in the history, But it's true. Because the level that the Dow's at alone is just shows that it's it's on some super level anyway. So this was the thing is as well, it's because of the huge gains being made, people will be like, oh yeah, just had to happen, just had to happen. But really, the elites manipulate these things. They play around. And it's some BS, man. So the stock sank on Wednesday as a steep decline in tech shares and worries of rapidly rising rates sent Wall Street on pace for its worst day in 8 months. The Dow Jones average closed 831 points lower at 25,598 as Intel and Microsoft fell more than 3.5% each. And the Nasdaq Composite fell 4% to 7,422. The Dow also closed near its lows of the day. Shit, innit? Kind of funny. S&P dropped 3.3, and that's going to obviously have knock-on effects around the globe. And, it just shows how fallible all this BS is. And, and really how the elites, at the drop of a hat, can just bring the prices down, which is... That's how you know the economic crash is coming. For months, they're like, just the greatest gains ever. Then if you're checking the news, you're getting nothing but good news. Literally, the only place where they're saying like, oh, it looks like it might get bad, it was fucking the Ron Paul article that I saw fucking on RT. There was one or two saying like, you know, Peter Schiff, a few of the guys who are who have some experience, they're kind of seasoned, but just general news, they're just looking like, yeah, amazing, great, great gains. Unemployment lowest of all time, black unemployment down to blah blah blah, all this amazingness. But you got people working at fucking, that reason unemployment's so low is because you got people working at Disney, living in their car, clean themselves with wet wipes and fucking toilets, mate. That's that's a job. They can't even afford to to eat enough, because if they do, they can't pay their rent. America's hell, man. That's actually Babylon the Great. But yeah, just a little update, just showing more chaos coming as well, man. But yeah, I'll leave it there. Shalom. Ya Bashem, Ya Shah Bashem, Kakadash Bakala.